Today I have a review of a Haval Jolion Super Luxury Edition. So as cars, we can see that cars are very expensive these days. You have to pay any amount in terms of any simple feature that you usually used to get. So this might be another alternative for most people in terms of cars. So whether you like SUVs, you might be forced to buy an SUV just because the normal car that you want might be out of your affordability range. So the car that you're looking at, this is a 2021 Haval Jolion. So in terms of the exterior, I don't want to lie, this is a very attractive car. So in terms of the color that you're looking at, this is called AZ green. I think for me they should have just said mango green because it reminds me of a mango that's not ripe. So in terms of the exterior, this car comes with xenon headlights. So they're not standard lights. You need to move into this spec in order to get those lights, and they contain also daytime running lights. So these are all those lights that are usually on when the car is running, even when it's not at night. So that's a very nice feature to have in terms of this car. They make it to look very unique. So there's no lights, they have a high beam assist. So basically these lights, they can automatically switch on and automatically dim the lights so that they don't dazzle oncoming drivers. So that's also a nice feature. You don't need to always be reducing the brightness yourself, so the car will do it for you. So this car also comes with the roof rails. So for those who want to put that thing, I don't even know what it's called, that thing that they put on top, the one that people put that makes the car to look some kind of way. So the roof trails are available in this car. You don't need to put them. So that's also a nice feature that the car has. So the car contains disc brakes from the back, even the front. So that's also a nice feature. So that will improve the braking capacity of the car. So in terms of the top, it also contains a panoramic sunroof. So this panoramic sunroof is a very nice feature, and also contain the option to close sunshades. So it's very important, especially in seasons of summer. As you can see now, it's getting very hot, so you don't want that panoramic to always be open and you're getting the sun. As much as it has the UV light protection, but the sunshade is a very nice option to have, so that if you don't want the sun to enter the cabin of the car, you can just close the sunshade. So that's also a nice feature that it has. So the car that you're looking at the moment, it comes with 18-inch tires. So the lowest spec of the car, it comes with 17-inch tires, and at the same time those tires, in terms of being wide, they are not wider than the ones of the 18-inch. So the 18-inch are better for this car and actually looks better in my opinion, and I think it can help in terms of the handling capacity of the car, because this is a very big car and it's also considered a small car, but to me it looks like a very big car. So in terms of the boot space, this car contains 337 liters trunk space. So it's a very big boot space. Like, you can fit everything that you need. Definitely you can fit everything that you need, so that department is not lacking at all. So but the boot space is manually open and manually closed, so it's not electronic like other cars, so just keep that in mind. So in terms of the engine, this car has a 1.5 liter turbocharged engine. So this is a 4-cylinder engine that is capable of making up to 105 kilowatts, and we know in terms of horsepower, that's 141 horsepower. So this car is not an off-road. It pulls only with the front tires, but in the midst of that still did not stop Haval from putting drive modes. So it has 4 drive modes. It has standard, eco, and sport, and snowfield. So I don't expect to see this car to be driven on snow, and especially in our country we've been getting a bit of snow, so that's a surprise. So in terms of the claim economy, the claim, this is the one that the manufacturer states, but obviously real world would be much different. So it can do 7.5 per 100 kilometers. So in terms of the full tank, so this car is a 57 capacity tank, so it's very big. So the petrol has gone up, yeah, now we're feeling the pitch. So in terms of petrol, in terms of per liter, now you can pay 24 rand and 54 cents. So when you multiply that by 57, so you get 1,398.78 cents. That's how much you're gonna pay in terms of full tank for this car. And we all know no one travels with full tank for the whole month. So let's say you pour 34 tanks, you can expect to be coughing up approximately 4,000 for this car every month. So this car, in terms of the drivetrain, so the one that you're looking at, it has a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. So the lower end spec, so the luxury spec and also the city spec, you can get a 6-speed it's 6-speed, it's not a manual, 6-speed automatic transmission. So the dual clutch, it also comes with paddle shifters. Also, I'll show you as soon as we go to the interior of the car. So that's everything in terms of performance of the car that you need to know. So there's not much, you just know that it won't be driving like a GTI. So in terms of the interior, yeah, Haval is doing the most. I don't wanna lie, this car looks nice. Like, it feels nice inside. Like, it doesn't feel cheap at all. You can just see every cent that you are paying for where it's going, unlike some manufacturers these days where you pay so much and you don't even feel where your money is going. So yeah, this car looks very nice. Like, it's fully equipped. So the one that you're looking at, this is called a super luxury edition in terms of the spec. So you can expect that it contains every single thing that you can get. So you're not gonna expect to see any blank switch. So it contains every single feature. So in terms of the interior, it looks very nice. So let's start with the seats. So the seats, they are leather, but just know that it's artificial leather. But most of us, we don't know the difference. All I know is that they are very comfortable to sit on. So that's what matters, the comfort and how long they're gonna last. So it's artificial leather. I don't think anyone will be complaining that their car doesn't contain real leather. So in terms of the instrument cluster, the one that you'll find be in front of the driver, it contains a 3.5-inch instrument cluster. I don't want to lie, it's not really that useful. It just contains the information that you need. That's all there is. Unlike German cars, doesn't contain a lot of features that you can manipulate. So that's all you need to know in terms of that instrument cluster. But it contains a 12.3-inch LCD instrument. So that's the one that you contain the radio, where you control the AC features. Talking about AC features, it contains they call it a virtual instrument cluster. So that strip of line that you see that seems like almost like glass, so that's where you control your AC. So what happens is that you press AC, then it's gonna pop up on the screen. That's where you can adjust your AC features. I don't lie, for me, I actually prefer the knobs that you just rotate. They're actually easy to use when you're driving, because this one I can just see it's too many steps. Now you have to press, then now you have to look at the screen. Like, now you are taking your eyes off the road, and it's very important to keep your eyes on the road. So according to me, they should have just integrated them separately instead of on the screen. So but the screen is big enough and the resolution is good enough, so that's also a plus. And another plus in terms of that screen, you must know that this car contains dual zone aircon. So basically it means that the driver can be experiencing a different temperature and the passenger can control their own temperature. So that's a plus. You don't need to be fighting in the car in terms of the other person feels hot, the other person feels cold. So that one, it's covered in terms of the instrument cluster. So this car also contains wireless charging. I can't even test it, my phone does not have wireless charging. So moving to the back, this car contains 2 USB-C ports. So that's the old-fashioned USB. I don't think many of us will be complaining. So at the back, the doors are able to open wide enough. I can just see that you won't be able to struggle as you put the child seat, because the doors, they're able to open wide enough. So the back is very spacious. So Haval decided to bless us with the rear vents, and the space in terms of the sitting position, it's a very good sitting position, and you have enough knee space, and it's still luxurious. Even at the back, it's still very luxurious. So you can just see that you are sitting in a car and you don't have to worry. The USB ports, they are there, the air vents, they are there. So in that case, even the kids are going to be very comfortable in terms of the back. Even people who are very tall are going to be very comfortable. The rear vents, you can adjust them to whatever side that you want. You have rear seats pockets for kids to put whatever they want. I don't know about that zip that's there on the seat, and that's the sunshade that I've been referring to. And there's also lights at the back that you can press. So in terms of safety, this car comes with a lot of safety. It comes with front airbags too, and also the side airbags for both sides, so for the front and the back, which is a nice feature to have. So they're called curtain airbags, the ones that you find at the back. So this car, as much as I said that you can't drive it off-road, I didn't stop Haval from putting some bit of off-road features that you can use. It contains hill and downhill assist features, so that might help you if ever you find yourself off the terrain. So it also contains pre-collision emergency braking, so it can stop itself if you're gonna hit another car or hit a pedestrian. So it contains fatigue detection. So because this car contains a cruise control, which is an adaptive cruise control, which can also help with lane change assist, so that feature automatically helps in terms of fatigue detection. So the car, with the moment it detects that it seems like you're tired, maybe you're not holding the steering wheel or steering the steering wheel, so it automatically go out of the road and stop, so that you don't crash into other cars. So that's everything in terms of the safety and the equipment and the overall interior of this car. Now let's add everything in terms of cost of ownership. Let's say you've purchased this model for the 2023 Haval, so it will be 489,000, which is 10,000 installment plus the 4,000 for petrol. So I went ahead and went to Hippo using my details to get a quotation for insurance for a comprehensive cover. So insurance might differ for you in terms of the quotation. So but for me specifically, when I enter my situation and everything, the insurance is going to about 2,300, bringing about the cost of ownership of this car to 16,000. So let's go through this car. Let's talk, is this car worth it in terms of you to buy, considering everything that it offers, the insurance, petrol, everything as a whole, as a package? I would say that based on the features that it contain and the overall quality of the material, the car, indeed, it is a good buy. And I'm sure that if you go and try to find a second hand, you can find one which is in very good condition, or you can find even a demo car which is still in very good condition, and you can actually pay less than everything that I've calculated here. So overall, it's a very good buy, and definitely I for one, I would consider buying this car, especially if I'm comparing it with the kind of cars that it's competing with. Yeah, so that is being my review of the Haval Jolion Super Luxury, and thank you for watching this long, and definitely I'll see you on the next one. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. The goal right now is 1,000 subscribers by December, and I can only do it with you. It doesn't cost you anything, but it means a lot to me. And also hit that like button and leave a comment for any kind of car that you want me to review in the near future. And yeah, definitely thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.